Hello and welcome to Module 10, and this is the commitment model. And we're going to be using a strategy that I call personifying the enemy. Now, it's interesting, so pay attention. Now, I like to say something about commitment first. A wise man once described commitment as the ability to stay true to what you said you will do or what you said you will not do when you are no longer in the mood or environment or situation that you were when you decided to do it. Now, why do you need to pay very keen attention to this? It is because as humans, we go through life at different phases and at different times. And it is interesting that life is full of different vicissitudes, which means that you're not always at your best. You're not always feeling excited. You're not always feeling as you felt yesterday as a result of varying situations. Sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're disappointed, sometimes you're excited, sometimes you're angry, sometimes you're sad, sometimes you're because of different factors, right? This affects the commitment of many people to anything, not just sexual addictions, anything they set their mind to. Most people are not able to achieve these goals because they don't feel the way they felt when they started. Now, this is the cheat code. Don't tell anybody. Okay, I needed to understand that nobody always feels like doing what they need to do. Nobody always feels like not doing what they don't need to do. So you need to build capacity for resilience and consistency through commitment. Commitment is like saying, I will do this, come what may. I will not do this regardless of what happens. So commitment is more than decision. Commitment is what strengthens your decision. Commitment is more than determination. Commitment is what actually strengthens determination. Commitment is so powerful that it is like saying it's a do or die affair. It's a bend or break affair. Nothing is stopping me. I am committed to this goal and I'm going to see to it that it happens. Come what may, I'm going to be staying resilient. I'm going to give it all it takes. I'll follow all the strategies in the Sabi program. You must be committed. Now, I have designed a strategy that will always work. It is very simple. I call it naming the enemy, personifying the enemy. Give the enemy a name. And how do you do this? You write yourself a commitment letter. Now, this is interesting. I like talking about this when I'm on consultation sessions, so I think I should just show the excitement here. So what you need to do here is very simple. Just pick a paper. All right, around this video there's going to be a template of that letter so you can go through and write yours as well. So first of all, let's give a name to the enemy. Who is the enemy, by the way? The enemy is that your habit. So let's say you have a challenge of pornography, masturbation, or sex addiction, or homosexuality, whatever sexual habit it is. So what you need to do first is give it a name. I like names like that little bastard, or that tiny demon, or that little brat, or that silly voice, or just give it a name. Any name that doesn't make sense. The goal here is to mentally ridicule that challenge, ridicule that thing that has made you stuck. Now, I want you to do something for me, right? When you're deciding what that name will be, I want you to show the things that have happened to you. So for instance, if all this while you've been feeling as though somebody stole from you, you can give it a name like a robber. You can give it like that filthy robber, like a thief, right? If you feel like addiction broke into your life like a burglar, you can call it that mannerless burglar. So it depends on how you felt about it or what it cost you or what it is costing you. Give it a name. So let me try one more. Let's say it is feeding on your values, feeding on your relationship, feeding on your family. It's costing your finances. You can call it something like that cost pests. Yeah, I mean, that's a very, very silly name, right? Pest. Yeah, any name. You can call it a rodent if you feel like it's a rat that enters your house and eats up your okay, this is exciting. I just feel like I should be freer in this video. So give it a name. That's the first thing. So you remember how you were taught how to write letters, right? Now this kind of letter, what kind of letter is it? Is it personal letter or formal letter? I think, what do you think? Okay, let's call it a personal letter. That's going to be like informal. So yeah, I think it should be informal because I mean you're used to it. It's used to you. Now Sabina safe. So I'm just checking. So get a paper, right, and a pen. So you write dear, here you add the name you give to it, right? So write dear silly bastard, dear naughty, whatever, dear silly pest, dear unscrupulous burglar. So whatever name you're giving to it, right? So put it there. Then you put your own address. I mean, just make it real, right? So the goal is just to give a simulation of a real person because it's a real entity. Remember, I told you you are different from that addiction. So give that addiction a name, personify it. Now, this is the reason you should do that. It gives you the opportunity to address it as somebody who has come to oppress you, somebody who has come to trespass, somebody who has come to oppress you, harass you, cause you damage, cause you worry, give you anxiety, just whatever it is that it has caused you, cause a break in your relationship with God, or whatever consequence or it has brought to you. You understand, right? Start writing a letter to that entity. So you write, dear whatever the name, blah 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 blah. So start. I regret the day I met you. By the way, I recommend you make it fun and make it interesting. So you can write something like, you've been the best friend I never wanted. We have shared all the virtues I should spend on my future. We have spent so much time together, and you have taken away from me the time I should invest in my future. You have robbed me of blah blah blah. You know what it has robbed you of, right? So put it there. Then you go something like, it's time to part ways with you, but I will not miss you. You bloody fools. Pardon me, but just put any name there, right? So you address it like that, and then you just keep writing. Don't stop writing until you feel tired. That's what I say. Don't stop writing until you feel tired. Write everything in your mind. So the template is more like you're telling that guy, hey, look, bro, thanks for coming around. I enjoyed the time we had with you. Yes, I would not lie. I'll be very honest. I had fun. I love the pornography. I love the masturbation. But now I no longer enjoy it. And now I want you to get the hell out of my life. So tell it point blank, I'm not having anything to do with you anymore. It's time we went our separate ways. So tell it, pack your bags. You can make it fun and by saying something like, don't worry about anything. You don't need to pack any bags. I already packed the bags for you. They are waiting for you at the door. Just pick the bag and get out of my house. I'm going to do the privilege of opening the door for you. I'm going to pay your tea fare. I don't care. Just get out of my life. Now, at a point, you can now picture that addiction begging you to like, just one more. Before I go, just tell it in the letter. There is nothing like one more. I have made up my mind and I have nothing to do with you anymore. Just get out. No second chance. You're not coming back again. This is over. This is a forever breakup. I'm not coming back to you. You're not coming back to me. Don't ask of me. Don't think of me. Don't call me. Forget about my name. Forget about my address. So you're making it look like a toxic partner that you loved, but now you are tired of and you are letting go. All right. So make it look real, because until you make this look real, it's going to feel fickle. You're not going to have the ginger to actually pursue this course. So personify the enemy, write a commitment letter and address it like a real human being, and then you break up with that addiction. So I'm highly persuaded that if you do this with much sincerity, the results will blow your mind. Do that. Remember to personify the enemy. Make the letter as personal and real as possible. Make it connect to your soul. I personally feel that if you want to cry, you have the right to cry writing this letter, because this is a matter of life and death. Write it with all your energy. Write it with every commitment you can find, and this exercise will actually bring you massive results. So I cannot wait to hear your feedback. Go and give this a shot, and you can actually share your letter with me. Just follow the submission mode you're giving, or send it to our Gmail, that's Elospark Academy, and we'll check it out, right? So please go ahead and do this. I believe this will help you greatly. I cannot wait to see you in the next module.